So it is just after school. It is 3:20. We got out at 3 o'clock. I'm finally back in my room. My hair looks crazy. I had to do a little bit of running around, but I'm just going to do a few of my after school chores. I've started some, and then there's a big task I've got to get done. So I was just going to show you guys a little bit of what I'm doing. So I've already changed out my character trait of the day. We try to do this. I try to change it every day to something that I can incorporate into my lesson. And tomorrow we're going back to respect. Today I believe was self-control, which we're still struggling a little bit with, but we're also struggling with respect. So I really do go back and forth between those two. And then my new question for tomorrow on the computer is, what is your favorite game? I used to do this on sticky notes, but the sticky notes got so hard for me to deal with, and I would lose some and people would forget. So now I use this app that our technology person came and talked to us about called Padlet. And I love Padlet because I can look at it from home. If I forget to take sticky notes home, like I would always forget, I can just open the app on my phone and look at everybody's answers there, going all the way back to the first question I asked on the app. I also went ahead and changed out my Class Dojo poster and got it updated. And I had to move my special schedule down for that to happen. I had to make a new poster about how to make a report. My homeroom has a line order. This is just behavior stuff I've got, guys. The lining up that we still are struggling with, lining up 5S style. I made that actually. My new Easter decorations are up. What else have I done? Just kind of looking around. I did the date. They're supposed to show an adult at home their new writing homework letter. I'm going to start doing paragraph of the week. I had to redo my morning routines poster because someone spilled water all over it. Don't ask me how. I moved my baskets up front so that they now hold the writing journals, and I took all of my crates home. I moved this cube organizer from over there next to that green cart, and now it holds their writing journals and crayons, colored pencils, and glue. And then I also have a new surface that I can work with. My computer, I'm debating moving it over there because I have children who like to sit right here, and it makes it hard to get to my computer because they're in my space right now. So that's a debate. I do want to show this over here. I have some rules up here about whole brain teaching rules, which I do use them. Raise your hand for permission to speak. I'm so sorry, y'all. I had to teach the same thing 3 times today. I have 3 groups of kiddos, and my tongue is just done. Following directions quickly, we're still struggling with that. Making smart choices, that one's become a struggle. Hands and eyes is the new one that we're working on. Keep your dear teacher happy, that one's, some of them don't care about me being happy, so just roll with the punches. Class yes, I've been using since the beginning of the year. So I started with that one. Now we've added hands and eyes. I haven't decided, which one I'm going to do next, because hands and eyes is the one that I'm having to hit hard. And now I'm understanding the teachers that have all that stuff on top of their cabinets. Guys, the top of these were empty almost when I started the school year, and now there's stuff starting to pile up there. So now I get it, how it happens. And those caddies are probably going to go up there because I don't know the next time we'll use them. What else? My teacher table's finally clean. Buying that cart is a lifesaver because that took a lot of the clutter off. That bookcase, I'm debating if I want to put a desk back there next year just to hold that stuff and then use the bookcase for other things. Depends on the grades and subjects I'm teaching next year. My rug is going home. My assistant principal made me aware today that my rug is very dangerous. I didn't even realize it, even though I've tripped over it a couple of times, and she was mentioning the carpet strips. And I'm thinking in my head, where do I buy those? So I just asked her, where do I get those? And she said, Walmart. And I'm thinking in my head, well, I know how I am with remembering to go to the store, so I'm going to take my rug home for now. And the room actually seems to be opened up a little bit more, which will help since I have 2 new computers to figure out. I had to figure out where they're going to go. I'm going to leave the table at the height that it is, and I'm going to scooch it, trying to make this smooth, over here. I'm going to move their student mailboxes onto the lockers and hang them with metal clips. And then all the books and the chairs and all that is going to be moved somewhere else. And I know my library's a hot mess, don't judge. That child did not put my pillows up, that is bothersome. But I'm going to move my Swales anchor chart and put a set of mailboxes over here, and then use 2 more magnetic clips down there. So I'm going to get started on that and hopefully be out of here before 4 o'clock. We'll see. So it is now about 7:15 and I am at home, if you can't tell. And I just realized that I never went back and did another video clip showing the work that I finished in my classroom before I left. I got here about 4:30, so from 3:10 about is when we're done to 4:30. So an hour and 20 minutes is how long I worked in my room. Part of that time I did spend talking to another teacher because something absolutely hilarious happened with one of my favorite difficult children, and let me just say, guys, karma is real, and it was great, and I loved it, and I was dying laughing, and so was the rest of the class. I feel bad that everybody else was laughing, but guys, it was funny. This whole week before spring break has just been rough. Yesterday was awful. Behavior is just, it's probably worse than the week before winter break. And I'm hoping that when I rewatch these videos a year from now, when I'm in my 2nd year of teaching, that I can laugh at it and just reflect on it and move on, because right now, guys, I'm just, whoo. Praise God. Karma. Anywho, back to the point of why I recorded this little short clip. When I was going across the front of my classroom, I pointed out that I put their writing journals in the stacking crates, the green and blue ones. Those are their science and social studies journals. I don't know how I managed to say that wrong. I was thinking science in my brain, but I said writing, because I also said their writing journals were in the little cubes. Their writing journals are in the cubes. Science and social studies is in the stacking crates. I also did not get any video of where I moved their social studies workbooks to, where I moved their mailboxes to, and the computers all set up. I got the table moved, got the computers plugged in, logged them in to make sure they work great. The internet drops are working, we're good. So I now have 5 working computers in my room, which is more than I could have asked for, because I was happy with the 3 that I had. So to be able to have 5 now doing science stations with a computer station seems more realistic for me now than initially, because if I split my kids up into groups, I need to have a group of 4 or 5, and only having 3 computers, that would not work as well, especially having to have them each logging in. And I can only, the way these computers are set up, they're cloud computers, so I personally can only log into one. If I try to log into another one, it'll kick me out and it'll give me a message. So it is a blessing to be able to have 5 working computers in my classroom, plus my laptop. So it's 5, and I don't have to let them get on mine, because mine is hooked to the Promethean board, so that is great. So I'm going to end this clip and have another clip in the bank that hopefully gets edited together and uploaded. I'm going to try to do this one tonight so that I actually have something uploaded. I'm trying to keep this video diary of my first year, uploaded so that it's somewhere, so that it could help somebody out there who's going through this same journey. So if you like this video, just give it a like. If you have something nice to say, give it a comment. If you don't have anything nice to say, why are you still watching? Subscribe if you want to see new stuff, but as sporadic as I am, probably wouldn't do you any good, but hey, offers out there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great